The most important media outlet in the country right now.
Welcome to the Watering Hole. This is episode 91.
Welcome back.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Can I just address the elephant in the room straight off the
Why
bat?
do you have to talk about my weight? We're only a couple of seconds in.
Remove the tag.
Yeah, why are you wearing? Why do you have the tag on your shirt?
You like that?
And I don't like the fact you're wearing all Fireball
A
stuff.
full kit wanker.
Yeah.
That's
Why are
on
you doing
purpose.
that? Oh, is
It's
it?
no mistake.
Yeah, everything you do is on purpose.
Let's go.
But
I just quickly before we get into all the fireballs.
okay.
Yeah,
Three in a row.
Yes, I
That's hence the reason
know.
I went out and got this.
It's not.
Did you get it off the back? No, you didn't get it off the back.
I already
but-
had it.
Yeah.
Hadn't worn it yet. And just wanted to show it's a new shirt. Look, tags.
Yeah, it's very nice.
You can take
It's a
them
good
off,
shirt.
yeah.
Real crisp.
It's very crisp.
Fireballs.
Yeah, how good?
Not
yeah.
only that, the tip was right.
One tip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One tip
One
out of
tip.
6.
Out of 6. Yeah.
We'll take it. We'll take
I'm going
it.
to go back and do a retrospective leaderboard on the tips.
Oh, yeah.
But before that, we do that. Should we get into everything that we
We
need
should
to do?
take care of all the business we have to take care
Thank who we need to thank.
of. Premier Peter Malinauskas, thank you very much.
Intro.
Hypotheque Mortgage Broken,
Very nice.
Big Swing Golf Mile End,
Love it.
and
Bottle off.
Thank you.
I thought you were just going to kick it off. I thought you were going to
No. We're going to do the hot crack. Now, we did this last week.
Yeah.
This is off the back of you suggesting this idea, the tip of the cap, the hot crack.
Hot crack, tip of the cap.
Tip of the cap.
Is it cheers to something?
Tip of the crack.
Yeah. The tip of the crack. I like that way more.
Mine's not golf related.
Okay.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Oh,
Thanks very much.
Happy birthday, dear big brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
how good's that?
that's beautiful.
This is the second year in a row we've done a podcast on his birthday.
Yeah.
But happy birthday, mate. How does it feel?
Thank you very much. It's good.
We
It's been a good day.
We were just upstairs just a couple of minutes ago after I had a shower, and then I got dressed like a wanker. We had a little chocolate cake.
Little
Yeah,
chocolate cake.
it was a lovely cake. Bit of
Little-
cream on the side as well. Fantastic.
Little candle. You and Brooksy
Yeah,
buying
that
out the
was good.
candle. That was nice.
It's a beautiful
That
moment
was good fun.
Happy birthday, mate. Any
Thank you.
plans to play any golf this weekend for your birthday?
to celebrate.
Yeah, I'll get out at some point this week.
I bet you will.
Yeah, I've been at the range again. We'll get to that later on.
So
but
that's my hot crack. Happy birthday, darling.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to steal that as well. Happy birthday, Sweet Pea.
Oh,
Is that your tip of the cap?
Yeah, why not?
he's jumping on
Is
it
that your
now.
tip of the crack?
Yeah, tip the crack.
Well, I'm not going to wish myself happy birthday, but
You could.
my
I thought that'd be pretty cool.
that's thank you very much. I appreciate that. We'll get to Singapore obviously as we go through the episode, but
Delicious.
and we'll cover that. We've touched on fireballs, and I'm sure we'll cover the individual winner. But I want my Pirate Life hot crack tip of the cap,
Tip of the crack.
Ben Campbell.
Oh,
yeah,
BC. Love it.
BC.
He turned up. He turned up that weekend.
There's a couple of guys we'll
touch
get
on.
into.
Why don't we get straight into it?
Why not?
So Singapore, obviously at Sentosa. What a course. What a course.
Some of the big dogs came out strong
Yeah.
at the start. We had some big, heavy hitters at this big names. We had DJ, Brooksy, Cam Smith,
Yeah.
a bunch of the guys. Yeah. Yeah.
The Bounce GC squad showed up.
Hey, accountability, apologies,
Oh, I was wondering if you were going to address this.
hand up. I mean,
No, we'll get there.
we'll get there. We'll get there. There was.
I want to
alright.
spend more time on this, so we'll.
Okay.
I want to
Park
spend
that.
more time on your apology.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously another. Did it look bigger than last year, crowd wise?
It looked
yeah,
bigger.
the crowd, especially on Sunday, they definitely showed up.
Yeah.
It just looked a beautiful weekend. That course, I'll tell you what, we've gone around and you've spoken about Andalusia and that I love Sentosa.
Yeah.
That's a bucket list for me.
That's a lot of a lot of the what's it called? A lot of the players'
Yeah.
Favorite courses.
favourite course.
I think back to back Hong Kong to Singapore is really good. Both of them.
But it did look like it was longer, didn't it? But geez, that's one for the bucket list.
Did you guys catch much of the footage?
We actually watched Sunday together.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, we did too.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Yeah,
sweet invite, but we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's a Pacini thing, or
Well, we weren't really that happy with who was going to win. So
but we'll get to that.
Come on.
No, I mean,
Come on.
Happy for him, and like
Just not for me.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Plotting against me, aren't you?
But yeah, okay. Well, let's get straight into that. So obviously, Joaco Niemann takes the individual win again.
Holy hell.
Yeah. He didn't look like he was going to... Oh, the last day, it was,
What did I say?
Yeah,
the last day, obviously, it was head-to-head DJ and Niemann, but Niemann just looked like he could not miss.
Yeah.
And any mistake he made, he would still make par.
Yeah.
He would still get up and down. He was just on fire. So we've had 4 live events so far. He's won 50% of them.
yeah.
Yeah, on the back end of this, there's been a lot of talk about how he ranks in world golf.
Yeah.
Is he a top 10? Is he a top 5? There's been some hot tips that he's the best player in the world right now.
Phil Mickelson had his hot take.
Yeah. I mean, it's a piping hot take.
For me,
I don't think so. But
I think he's definitely up there.
he's up there.
He's got to win a major.
He needs to perform in the majors.
Yep.
He needs to perform on the stage where everyone's playing.
But his last 18 months of golf,
Yeah.
like it's...
Because the end of 2023, he didn't really perform that well. I reckon he was in the mid-20s. He ended up in the season. But last year, obviously, on fire. The start of this year, he's come out super hot. But coming into major season, you just want to see someone like that to really do well.
It was to be honest, I feel with Niemann, yes, it was last season, but it was the work he put in the off-season.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aussie Open, all that sort of stuff. I feel like he really came to play in the off-season stuff from Liv, and that's where he showcased how good he could be. And then to start Liv, he won Mayakoba against Sergio in the playoff. Was it
last year? Last year.
Last year, yeah.
It was a playoff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The player from the dark, remember?
Yeah, that was cool.
He's one of these guys, and I kind of feel this way when Bryson's on one of those. Like, when Bryson surges, and you're just not going to... He's not going to stop. Like
The last day, first 3 holes, 4 under. Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
That I thought on the last day, first 3 holes, 4 under. I'm like, Bryson's might win it out of nowhere now. But anyway, sorry to.
Yeah, I think Niemann just got off to a good start.
Yeah.
He got off to a good start of the day 2, day 3, and whatever. And you weren't going to catch him when he was out that far. He's not going to falter like that. And he just does the right thing all the time.
Yeah.
He very rarely misses badly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He doesn't seem to...
Looks another level.
Was it early days or early live days where we were kind of sort of saying, or there was talk around that, he used to feel pressure a little bit. Like, it seems like that's gone out. Like he's been able to get that under control now.
I reckon probably getting his first win last year probably helped that.
DJ, we've got to...
So smooth, that swing. Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's
With
ever
the driver as well, how his head gets like right down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
DJ obviously started
Super hot. Yeah. He started well.
And how's that? You didn't even know that he had a shoulder injury in Hong Kong.
Oh, really?
Did you hear that?
No.
So that he was, I think if any other probably player or any other tournament, he might not have played. There was talk that he might not even play, like right up until the tee off of the first round of Hong Kong. It was that bad, but he just kind of got on with it and powered through.
Yeah,
He's still got it in his locker.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I mean, obviously people, sort of change their tune as soon as a player like that does something. I mean, and to be fair, like we were asking questions as well. Not that he has to respond to us, 3 numbskulls, but
3 knuckleheads.
Just 3 people talking about the game who follow Liv closely. Like, we were saying what has happened to
Do we?
Yeah, really?
Well, what has happened to DJ, because it doesn't seem like he was playing his usual style of golf, but it's just amazing how it can go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Like he was...
I mean, it's not really a surprise.
I mean, and that's my... We get to fantasy, but that was my point, and pretty much a point that you'd made previously about anyway. These guys can just have a weekend and turn it on, and that's why they have the name.
Yeah.
Well, he had a good final round in Hong Kong anyway. He shot a 5 under on the Sunday to take that into Singapore this week. So
I just hope for him and the 4 aces. I just think it's better when there's bigger names at the top.
Definitely. Yep.
And which was exciting. Obviously stings a little with the fantasy, which we'll get to, but seeing the bigger names at the top.
It's fun. It's more fun.
Yeah.
It's like last year when I can't remember what event it was, but it was Brooks and Rahm in the playoff. That was huge.
Yeah.
That was huge.
was that?
That was exciting shit.
One of the US events, I reckon.
Yeah.
Was it?
I can't remember, but I remember Brooksy took it out. But yeah, when the big dogs are up there, it's just good viewing.
Yeah. It's like when I was saying about Sergio and Phil.
Yeah.
It's just when you turn on the TV and you see you stream or whatever it is, and you see on the pylon that you got Garcia and Mickelson.
Yeah.
It's just good. It's what you want. You want to see DJ doing well. You want to see Brooksy doing well. You want to see
Definitely.
Cam Smith doing well.
It was Greenbrier last year.
Greenbrier.
Yeah,
There we go. Yep. That's right.
So yeah, going back to Niemann. Obviously, he's got the win here, and he's had the win in Adelaide. How many more do you reckon he can win this year? Do you reckon he wins another one this year? I think he does.
I think he does.
I think he wins the individual, the title.
But
if you had to make an early call,
in saying that, guess who's in second place?
yeah,
Rahm.
yeah,
Just with his
just
consistency.
with grinding
It's
top
the same
10 finishes.
story as how it's really last year. Isn't it?
Yeah. Just
They
he's-
brought that up too.
Oh, yeah.
It was similar. It's similar to last year because he came out hot last year. Neiman held a lead for a long time, and Rahm just that week in, week out grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just no blowouts
Yeah.
where Niemann has. I mean, the first...
He has.
Yeah, I think he came 30th or something in the first event this year. So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it was. It's a good event. I hope. I mean, they'll stay in Singapore. Surely, like that'll be an event that they continue
It's
to
a
go
staple.
because all the players love that course.
Yep.
You mentioned it before, Chris. Ben Campbell.
Yep.
BC.
There was a couple of guys. Lucas Herbert was another one.
Yeah.
He was in contention.
Yep.
On the last day.
We put a comment on one of his posts on Instagram and just said the win is coming for him. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
For Lucas Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We said
And-
that last week. He'll win at some point this year.
He's definitely the most in-form ripper.
Yeah, and I kind
by a long shot.
of feel like Ben Campbell has the stones to get a win as well.
Stones,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it kind of gives me like Burmy vibes.
Yeah.
Just a solid player who's always in the mix.
Yep.
Never does the wrong thing, even if he's a bit low. He's still playing good golf. It's just solid. I just feel like he could be. He'd get a win like Burmy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's
respectable.
that good.
He's had 3 out of the 4 events he's finished in the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he's pretty much like he'll sew himself up a
Yeah.
spot next
well,
year.
he's in 11th at the moment. So you'd have to think 27 points. What was the cut line last year? It wouldn't have been much more than that.
And with the live season, it's a pretty short season, so we're only 4 events in,
Yeah.
but these all add up.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy to think we've already had 4 of them.
I know,
I
right?
don't like that.
And that.
I don't like
Now
that.
just well, now we get a lot more of the
The US swing.
US events.
And we head into our winter, which, Andalusia and JCB, which
Here
are
we
always
go.
good to watch.
Yeah.
I just want to see Rick Shields at JCB. I reckon he'll take one on.
I went into Sunday pretty excited. This hat that I've got on right now was on early Sunday morning
Sure.
because it was DJ and the Aces
Yeah.
in contention. Looked like they were going to hang on. Peters was on a bit of a tear on Sunday.
Yeah. It's with the team aspect of things. It's kind of hard to follow it because there can be such a huge swing.
Yeah.
Like if every player in your team birdies a hole, all of a sudden that's 4 under,
Yeah.
boom, just like that, and vice versa. So it's kind of like the team swings can be dramatic. A team can come out
Yeah.
of nowhere and be on top of the leaderboard.
I love that though.
But if
It's fun.
It is
It's definitely fun.
If you want to talk about someone that got hot on Sunday and probably helped drag their team over the line is David Pooch on Sunday. What was
He
that stretch of? Was it 5 birdies in a row or 6
Something
out
like
of
that.
7 or something like that?
I wish I brought him in.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
pickup.
I just wish he straightened his hat out. It's bothering me. Just slightly on a lean.
Yeah.
But they've got
He was on fire.
They've got a really good team.
Oh,
Fireballs.
clearly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you talk about the chemistry of like Ripper and Stinger and teams like that. Maybe what the Four Aces used to be. Torquay as well. Fireballs have got that now.
Definitely.
With the two youngsters they've got. We talked about it a little bit last week, the future of live golf, and you look at guys like Massaveo, David Pooge,
Abe
Tom
McKibben.
McKibben.
Abe Answer.
Yeah.
He's
really good.
solid.
Yeah.
He's solid. Yeah.
They're a good team to watch.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Big on the fireballs.
One I wanted to talk about was Matt Wolf. Struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
He's getting
Especially
another,
last season.
44.
He did really well last season. He was like...
He was up and down. Like he'd have the events where he'd been, top 10, like, or for a lot of the weekend.
You'd see his
there'd be
name.
some where it'd be, down the bottom. But like this year, he seems to, like Adelaide was a bit of a, probably a sore spot for him. It's just, I don't know. It's funny how these guys can have a season and then not so much. Like, but it's looking at guys like I thought Matt Wolf after last year with like him and Ewell on, I thought, maybe they're going to be the ones to
push
really push the goats and whatnot. But maybe it's BC.
Yeah. Disappointing that Mito dropped back again this week as well.
Yeah, just
Had a
he
good
needs
event
to
in Hong Kong.
put together some consistency over a weekend
Yeah.
for the 3 days.
Yep.
It's because he does have the he's shown it before. He has the ability to be there, and
Almost won a major.
yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely got the ability.
But what else from Singapore?
Well, I'm just going to say we'll talk about the teams. The first one I want to start with before we get to the obvious one is Majestics down the bottom again.
Yep.
Yeah.
They look to almost start solid again this season.
I picked them in Hong Kong.
Yeah, well, because Sam Horsfield, was playing well. I thought maybe like Stenson's always kind of around the mark. Westwood started well this season.
He started
again,
very well, Poulter
like,
can be around the mark.
What do they need to do? And is it the 3 captains thing?
I think so.
But does that really does that make a difference to their team performance? Or I mean, we've seen now
I think they need some youth.
Liv's changed the rules on captains being relegated. So if they fall into the relegation, they can be gone.
But I think as we've just mentioned, well, okay, let's kind of compare one end of the scale to the other. So if you can't tell, Fireball's got it done. Adelaide, Hong Kong, Singapore, 3 in a row.
Yeah.
As we've just said, David Pooge, Abe Answer, and Massaveu, they all young guys, and they've led by a good captain in Sergio Garcia.
And the thing about those 3 events, Sergio won one of them, but it's not like he did well in all of them. So it was there's everyone in the team pulling their weight.
But I feel like for these teams that work, and I sort of look to Legion 13, it's like they've got the 1 and 2, and then they've got the nice complementary pieces that kind of can have a weekend, or one of them can afford to struggle a bit. But like, Legion 13, Rahm and Hatton are generally the 1 and 2, and they can kind of either be flipped around,
It's kind of what we're seeing now, isn't it? Like, this seems to be the way that the teams are set up. You got a 1-2 punch, and then you got the other guys.
And I feel like if Majestics had another young player, maybe an up-and-coming player, that might sort of see them. I don't know. I think they need a change.
I think they need some youth.
They some weekends they start really well. And it's like, come on, is this the weekend?
Yeah.
And then then you check in at the end of the week, and they sort of tend to be down the bottom. So.
I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see if any of them finish individually in the cut zone, drop zone. Are they going to actually let them go?
Probably not.
Probably not.
It would be, if you were thinking, like, let's say, Westy and Pulse, and they're getting older. If you were going to make a move towards youth, it would be the easiest way to let them go is if they fall in the drop zone. You say, thank you very much, like, it's time to move on. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they will, and I think they probably deserve a little bit more respect than that. They're probably guys that have earned the right to go out on their own terms.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that the 3-captain thing matters so much now that the rules have changed around drop zone.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But it's a bit of a watch and see, isn't it?
It's one of those things, we've been talking about this for 2-3 seasons
But
now.
then, again, it's also one of those teams that they seem to have a good chemistry amongst themselves, like as a group.
Yeah.
Don't know. But again, what we said, so the 1, 2, 3 Fireballs GC finished top, Legion 13 again, solid second spot, and 4 aces back to sort of where they belong, really, in third spot.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
10 under for Fireballs in that final round. That's
Huge,
really
huge
impressive.
last day.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Pooj, I think he's having a better year, and I think that's, again, referencing, the episode with Sue Ann Heng. She was, she said David Pooj is someone that she could see having a breakout year last year, but maybe it's on its way now.
The all 4 scores counting all 3 days is a great change.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a bit funny about it when it first got announced, and I wasn't sure.
Do you think it benefits this, when I say the stronger teams, do you think then that starts to make it more favoured to the teams that are already winning? For example, like Legion 13, right, are getting a lot of wins. Now Fireball's getting a lot of wins. Do you think the teams that are getting the wins now, they're getting more because of that format change?
I don't know, because you look at, you would say that Stinger would be one of the stronger teams. I mean, they're sitting 6th at the moment in the team standings. I don't know that. I just think what it does is it makes it more exciting, is that it can just flip like that at any minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of the teams are pretty even now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I see positives on both sides because I like the kind of only the 3 people points counting, and then the last day, because that makes the last day extra special.
But you know why I like it?
Why?
I like it for the fact that I think that having one guy's score, your lowest score, not count in the first 2 rounds, it kind of lets someone off the hook a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it adds a little bit more pressure to all members of the team to be like, you got to be on from start. You can't just rely on Sunday.
You don't want to be the guy that's sinking the
team.
team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we've probably seen that with some pretty low scores.
Yeah.
In all 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's been a couple of times I've seen some teams with 3 players in the top. Why isn't their team up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where's the other guy? And he's down the bottom.
So top 3, we'll just go top 3 because there was a lot of T4, 5, so on and so on. But we'll go top 4. Niemann obviously getting it done, coming first, and then Brooks Koepka back to form.
Yeah.
Finishing second. Must just love playing in Singapore, it seems. Ben Campbell.
Very nice.
Friend of the Watering Hole podcast.
BC.
In third, happy and stoked for him to get the 3rd spot. And then David Pooj in 4th.
Courtesy of a hot round on Sunday.
Ram again in the top 10.
Yep.
Another one.
And
Absolutely incredible.
another one.
Yeah.
Quickly, before we move on from Singapore, Anthony Kim up a couple of spots from where he has been finishing.
Did you catch?
Getting your thoughts on it? What do you think? Does it think the experiment's coming along, or
I don't know. He really needs to have a weekend where he gets points.
Yeah,
he really needs to get in the 20s.
Have you caught the Rick Shields episode?
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, I did listen.
Watch
it was
that.
Good. Yeah.
I think you'll get a good perspective of where his head's at.
Where's his head?
I think he got asked the question about, what's a realistic target and what would you consider a success if we were sitting here next year, and he basically said I'd consider it a failure if I didn't think that I could actually contend.
Well, he said he wouldn't be playing if he didn't think he stood a chance to be competitive and to play.
Yeah.
There were a couple of points in that podcast or that interview that I was amazed at, and one of them being that he hadn't even been fitted for clubs.
Hasn't been fitted.
Yeah.
So,
he chokes down on his clubs.
Johnny Drama, it's off the rack.
Yeah. Is this custom?
But yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I think...
and he was playing the wrong ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's certainly room to get better. And I think maybe even, well, especially we did because we thought, Matt might take to the end of the last year to be back to its best. I mean, there's so many layers to professional golf where you can see the abilities of people. Now, he's been out of the game for that long. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
I personally don't hate the fact that there is. I mean, let's call it what it is. It's a bit of an experiment. It's getting him back into the game, but it's giving him an opportunity. And I do think that he could get back to that level. It's just going to take probably more time than what I think a lot of people, including myself, have anticipated.
What amount of time do you think is acceptable to kind of have him in the league?
Well, I mean, it's not like he's on a team, but I mean, he is taking up a spot if you think of it that way. I don't know,
but
maybe another year.
Yeah.
But who takes that spot?
Well, I think that's where you look at the promotions event, and if they've given one spot, whereas the year before they had the three, I think that's where, if you were one of those golfers, you might be looking at it going, I think I could do this, because but then again, Brandon Grace played on the promotions event and didn't finish in that spot, and he's still got a spot on Live. So I guess
and like we've seen with Ben Campbell, if a team wants you, they can sign you as a free agent.
And I suppose there are people who we watched on I can't remember which day it was now, but in Adelaide we watched the group with Bryson, Rahm and AK because I wanted to see AK as much as I wanted to see Rahm and Bryson. I wanted to see AK because I hadn't watched him in a group like the previous year,
strut up the fairway.
Yeah, so and it was cool to watch. So he's still a draw card in a way. So it doesn't really bother me. But, yeah, it's just interesting to see if I really, like you said, I think if he finishes in the points, if he got like a top 15 finish or something like that, that would be massive for him.
Definitely.
I think he needs that.
I'm going to call it, and I think he will finish in the points in at least one event this year.
I love the fact that you're so optimistic.
Yeah. I think it'll happen.
Oh, yeah, I wish too.
Yeah.
I wish for Liv, because I think, again, if he's successful, it makes the league look good, it makes him look good.
Yeah.
Obviously more success.
Just for him. I just think he's that determined. He's that focused. It looks like he works his ass off.
Yeah.
Like,
that seems to be what everyone says. He just
like he's got told in the episode when he was making marks on the putting green because he was there for so long, working out his putting.
Yeah,
right.
All right, so that's Singapore.
Very good.
We got some winners: Joaco Niemann and Fireballs.
Fireballs, both entities running hot.
Sergio, I look good in the gear. Sign me up. I'm a high handicapper,
but here for fun.
While we're kind of still in Singapore and Live stuff, let's talk a little bit of news.
Oh, hang on, are we doing fantasy? Let's do fantasy.
You want to go to that now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We don't have another event for a while, so
You got your little remote control there. So, for anyone that's joining us, we have the screen here in the studio where it's lit up for the team that won last week.
Kind of looks bluey purple, but that's actually a pink.
It's a pink for
I
the.
thought it was a purple.
What does a red look like for?
Nah.
So we light it up every week with the winner.
Yeah, we light it up.
With the winner of last week's fantasy. So Whitey's Junkyard Pigs won Hong Kong, so it's lit up in pink-ish.
Yeah, we got some pink.
You got your remote control in your hand.
I do. Can I just make a prediction? I don't think it's me.
Okay, here we go. Fantasy. Fantasy.
Yeah.
All right. So, recapping from last week, we had a monster mega deal trade.
Yeah.
Where Green Machine sent Brooks Koepka and Cam Smith to Bounce GC, which is Chris's Bounce GC, for Bryson DeChambeau and next year's first round pick. All right.
Was that rain or applause?
Now, Whitey, I'm going to give you... We're going to circle back to the start of the episode.
Sure.
I'm going to give you a moment now.
Yeah. You about ready to do some kissing?
Don't get too excited. Now, I came out hot last week saying about how this is a bad trade.
It's a 2-horse race.
Yeah, you said 2-horse race.
Yeah.
You wrote me off.
Wait. Calm the fuck down.
No, you wrote me off.
Accountability, hand up. Look, I said some things.
I like that.
I was a bit passionate. I was a bit over the top.
Yeah.
It's a good trade. So be it. In saying that, in saying
you had an
that,
Whitey, you had an opportunity to do the right thing.
Yeah, the opportunity
in saying that,
to do the right thing.
do you think where did Cam finish in the end?
Was it 15th?
No, we'll get to that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think Brooks and Cam are going to from now consistently get you points?
Well, Whitey.
Yes.
If history
I'm just asking questions.
repeats itself, like, if we look back on facts.
Yeah.
Not fat. Facts.
Yeah.
As Chris said last week, Brooks did win this event last year.
Yeah.
And obviously plays well. He got second.
Cam finished second in this event last year.
Cam finished second. He finished 19th this year. But when a similar trade was made and Cam Smith found his way to bounce GC last year,
Sure.
Cam Smith definitely improved and played better. So if history repeats itself, look out. Bounce GC's,
I think we could probably
coming to take the cup.
I think we could probably call this a win-win.
Yeah.
I think it could be a break-even race. Two horse
win-win. Don't know. We're going to have to look at about the results.
2-horse race though. Harsh comment.
Yeah, that broke him. He actually called me the next day and said, "Fuck, man, Whitey."
He really shook me.
Whitey's a dog.
And not in the good way.
Yeah, you know it. I'm a fucking bad
He
dog.
ain't a dog. He's a fucking dog.
He's DOG.
He's a dog.
D-O-double-G.
That's all right.
He said, if he says that shit again, I may jump the table.
Look,
all right.
So are you willing to retract the 2-horse race?
Oh,
comment?
yeah. That wasn't...
I like that, Whitey. That's all I need to hear.
That's all I needed. Thanks, Whitey.
But in saying that, keep your eye on how all three of those players do for the rest of the season.
All right.
You got your remote control there?
I do.
Okay, so I know.
So, the winner of Singapore 2025 is Junkyard Pigs.
Oh. Fuck yeah, I'm the best.
Junkyard Pigs with a second win.
I wasn't expecting that because I only had one player.
So I'll take you through. Junkyard Pigs gets the win for the second week in a row.
Up the piggies.
With...
Thank you.
Hey.
Round of applause.
With 82 points.
2 of those points came from one player and the other 80 came from another.
82.
Yep.
In second place.
It's going to be close.
Bounce GC.
Nice.
With 78 points.
Oh, up top. There we go.
4 points separated.
I knew it was going to be close.
And in third place.
I still think you're going to be up there.
It stings. But in third place, Green Machine GC with 52 points.
It's not that bad.
That's a good round of golf by everyone.
Yeah.
Now, if everyone can do some quick math, you might figure something out real quick. But I'll get to the standings.
Okay.
No,
surely.
No, I'll deal with numbers all day long.
Before we do any of this, I just want to highlight the Green Machine has, out of the 4 events, 2 wins. Junkyard Pigs has 2 wins.
2-horse race.
Bounce GC 0 wins so far.
Donuts.
Now, let's get into these scores, and then I want to recap the trade and talk, because when I did turn on I was late to the party on the first day. I didn't get to watch it right at the shotgun start, but when the GM here of Green Machine turned on the TV, I was severely heartbroken.
Worried.
Did I make the right move? I stand by it. I'm invested in the future, but I am definitely scared.
Well, what did I say on the first day? It's the first day.
Although having
said
that, though, you've got a first rounder up your sleeve now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2026.
Plus, if you finish last, not saying you're going to finish last.
And then I get multiple points.
Fucking Rahm in his team. What are you talking about? He's not going to finish last.
It's not going to last forever.
It was a gamble, but I'd take the gamble.
It's not going to last forever.
Anyway. All right, so let's go through the points. Bounce GC, we'll start there. Chris's Bounce GC. So Brooks Koepka, second place, 30 points with the multiplier, gets you 60 points.
Just before we move on again.
Fuck's sake.
I just want to double down a little bit here.
Go.
I was also criticised for another move I made last week.
About Brooks as a captain.
And you said that I should have left Burmese.
Well, based on, again, hey,
Based on looks like I knew what I was doing.
you got lucky. You got lucky.
See,
Is it luck? Or am I going off past form?
You know what? Go for it. Fuck
Have at it. Okay, you can push on.
Might be your birthday, but you're still old and dumb. Right? Burmester. Donuts.
that was my pick to win as well. Ooh.
Cam Smith finished 19th. He was up there.
Yeah.
The unfortunate
First-
thing about Cam,
First day or two.
you know,
You know.
maybe
Trying to sell me some doubt here.
I'm trying anything I can. 2 points for Cam Smith and DJ
Yeah.
back. Didn't quite hang on to where he was after day one, but nonetheless,
I'm upgrading his status. Untouchable.
16 points. Untouchable.
Untouchable.
You're a fool. Alrighty. I'll go to Green Machine. We'll keep the winner last. So Green Machine's points. John Rahm, again the saviour, managed to get his way to T5. He finished. So with the multiplier, got me 32 points.
He's just never out of it.
No, never
No,
out.
first day could have,
Yep.
be 40th. He will still
Yep.
claw his way back somehow.
Bryson back to not so bad. He finished 10th, 10 points. He clawed his way back.
Like I said on the last day,
However,
3 holes, 4 under.
both he and Rahm dropped a shot kind of late to drop them down. Rahm was sitting third for a while. Bryson looked like he was going to, and then he dropped another putt.
Something about Bryson this year just doesn't seem
Feel right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what
the
it is.
gamble. But
Yeah.
it's Bryson DeChambeau.
It's Bryson DeChambeau.
And Miami's coming up. I've got to
Yep.
fingers crossed. Where am I at? Abe Answer. Again, solid. 10,
Nice.
10 points.
Yep.
And McKibben, you got to be McKibben me because I brought him into the side. He was hot. He's gone freezing cold.
He's cold.
Nah, he was.
He's in the freezer.
He finished 25th, so just outside the points.
Sure.
He would have got me 1, but 0. Donut King for McKibben.
Yep.
You might be dropped. Pooj might be in. You never know. All right. Get to the winners. Junkyard Pigs gets the win with a captain win. Joaco Niemann, 40 points with the multiplier, 80 points. And the only other scorer, Tyrrell Hatton with 2 points.
Now,
DOS.
Yes.
Hatton.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's-
touchable.
No, I'm just saying that we were talking.
What do you want for it?
Get the fuck out of here. But at the start of the season, we were saying he would be, he's going to come out hot. It's been four rounds in, 4 events in. Hasn't really done much yet.
It's got to be a concern.
Yes, I'm very concerned. Very, very
Oh, I would
concerned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be concerned.
I am very concerned.
You're a goddamn idiot. No, I'm joking.
Can I just quickly...
Hang on.
Oh, Jesus.
Sergio Garcia, who's been in form, Donut King, and
Yeah, he's
Mark
fine.
Leishman fresh in, Donut
yeah,
King.
Donut.
Oh, what? Hey,
If you'd had Oosthuizen in,
yeah, what a move.
if you'd had Oosthuizen in,
Don't.
you would have been up there. If I had Pooj in, up there.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, if you had Lucas Herbert in there, up there. If you'd kept Ben Campbell,
Ah,
you silly
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
You never drop one of the dogs, man.
Yeah.
Now, on Ben Campbell, we're obviously a week later now. He's cleared waivers.
Yes.
You finished last.
Yes.
You've got first crack at taking Ben Campbell with a free move.
When is the next event?
We're a couple of weeks away.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got some time
we've
to
got a
but-
summer on that.
But he's cleared waivers.
Yeah, but you can't make a move
No, but if you let him, what I'm saying is now that he's cleared
Yes.
waivers.
before the next event when we do fantasy. Then I might.
No, you got it's after 7 days he clears waivers. If you don't take him with a free move, then he's up for grabs.
What are you talking about, Frank?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I got to still take him as a part of my move. I can't just.
I thought it was a free move, and then you
No.
can drop one afterwards.
No,
No.
you silly fuck.
Okay.
That's part of the gamble of giving up,
because
for
the
a round.
luxury is if you finish last, then you get to take him back, and you get the free run at him. I might not take Ben Campbell,
You never know.
and you finish second, so you might be able to pick him up again.
Maybe I will.
Maybe you will.
Maybe
Taylor Gooch, you're looking
He's in trouble.
real juicy.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So that's fantasy.
Yep.
This is the interesting part.
The standings.
The
Oh,
standings.
the
The
standings.
overall standings. So before the event, Green Machine sit atop with 168. In second was Junkyard Pigs on 144.
Oh, it's going to
All
be
right.
close.
And,
know what happened.
Bounce,
Yeah, yeah.
and Bounce GC was third with 96. So in third place, Bounce GC on 174 points.
Oh, okay.
Fuck me, it's a lot of points.
In second place, Green Machine on 220 points. In
What?
first place,
What?
Junkyard Pigs, 226 points. Only 6 points. So you've leapfrog. Now, we did this last year. We mucked around a little bit in the middle. We played a little bit of tag, back and forth. I sat behind you for a bit. And then at the end, that's what great teams do. They find a way to win. You're looking real smug over there at the moment. I don't like
me. I'm looking smug.
Hey,
I'm looking
you
smug.
just flexed on camera.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I'll let you know.
Don't
You
sleep.
flexed that people could
I'm
hear
gonna
the audio.
fucking flip his hat.
Don't sleep on the bounce.
No, yeah, you're definitely not out of it now.
We got some dogs in the lineup now.
You've got a little. You still got to work. You got some work. You need a captain win. You really need a captain win.
I've got the dogs to do it now.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait and see. Now, is there any trades on the table?
Nah.
Taylor Gooch is up for grabs.
What about Brooks Koepka and Cam Smith?
Look, he showed something. Taylor Gooch showed something at the
Yeah, but
First
you
round?
need to finish the round. You need 3 days.
and you know what? This was a course that he likes too. He's won there.
Was it the first day he went well?
Yeah,
Because I remember
Yeah.
seeing him up there. But
I had pretty much all
TG.
of Bounce GZ were up
yeah,
inside 15.
If I'd kept Cam and I kept Brooks with Ram, I would have
Yeah,
really had a weekend.
but you didn't.
but you didn't,
It really hurts.
and that happened.
Ah, well, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But, so no interest in Taylor Gooch.
It's too far away to the next event.
It's true.
You got to.
You don't want to get him into the
I just
squad
wanted
and
to
get
throw
him
out the-
settled.
I wanted to throw out the joke of getting Cam and Brooks back. That's all.
Went a bit flat, didn't it?
Yeah, very flat.
Landed a bit. You know.
I'm taking this beer.
You son of a
I
bitch.
slept on it. That's fantasy.
Yeah,
Done and dusted.
Hot crack.
nice one.
Ooh,
Should we get to some news?
I just
Yeah.
licked the back of my head like a cat.
you are a bit of a cat.
Now, you asked me before to pull up some quotes
Yes.
Yeah.
because we didn't talk about. Well, obviously the podcast came out before.
Yeah, we slept on it a bit last week. There were some rumours around
About two weeks ago or so.
Yeah.
around Bryson DeChambeau and around Brooks Koepka, which have been swirling in the golf,
Yeah.
Yep.
galaxy for a little bit, about the contract talks potentially being on hold,
Yep.
and that there's interest in wanting to return to the PGA Tour.
So we got one. I've got transcripts, so I can give you exact quotes.
Please do.
We've got
Let's start with Bryson.
one from before Hong Kong, and then we've got Brooks Koepka from before Singapore, and compare these two, and then we'll discuss them. So the question was asked to Bryson. There's been various headlines around the world in the last few days about you. A lot about returning to PGA golf. Not happy with this, contracts, so on. Do you want to put the record straight here and now with what's going on? And his answer, no, I'm very excited about the future of Live Golf. I'm very excited to be the captain of the Crushers and continue our legacy that we're starting to create. That's my goal, is to create this lasting legacy where we impact millions and millions of golfers' lives around the world. That should tell you everything you should know. Pretty definitive.
Yes.
Where do you feel? What do you feel about Bryson?
So, I reckon he'll stay.
Yeah. You got that feeling,
Yeah.
Fast forward to before Singapore. Smash GC had the press conference before the event. Question was asked to Brooks Koepka. Brooks, there's been a bit of expectation about your future with some reports saying that you want to return to the PGA Tour. Could you just clear the air about that situation and whether there's any truth to these reports? Brooks's answer, yeah, Fred texted me after. I guess the comments came out. I don't know when it was, sometime last week. Yeah, everybody seems to have their own opinion and no one asked me. I talked to Fred quite a bit, but we don't go too much into detail about what's going on. Like I've said before, I'm not in those rooms. I've got a contract obligation out here to fulfill, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know where I'm going, so I don't know how everybody else knows. Right now, I'm just focused on how do I play better? How do I play better in the majors? How does this team win? And then we'll figure out next year and how to play better again. It's the same thing. It's just a revolving cycle. Didn't squash it.
That's two very different responses.
It
Yes.
is. When you read them side by side,
Yeah.
very, very different.
Sure.
I want to start. Can I start?
Go ahead.
That to me is a guy who's either trying really hard through negotiation to get what he wants, or he's going back to the PGA
Yeah.
Tour. Because if you want to be definitive, you can be.
Yep.
Bryson was pretty definitive.
Yep.
I mean, he's still left. I mean, he hasn't said 100% yes, I'm staying, but
Yeah.
like his comments are pretty rock
Yeah.
solid there.
Everyone wants them to come out and say, "No, I'm staying."
So
But-
there's two ways of it. Is that either he's trying to play hardball and get what he wants, or I'm game, or he's going. And to be honest, I just get the feeling that I don't know. It's hard because you do your best to read people and whatever.
Yeah.
And you try not to read too much into things, but watching him, because I saw that presser and as a lot of people have, he looked nervous. He looked uneasy of answering that question. He kind of obviously, I guess, said that he did speak to Fred and that those conversations have happened. He's got a contract to fulfill, and then we'll see what happens.
Fulfill.
That's the line that got me. I've got a contract obligation out here to fulfill, and then we'll see what happens.
If I have my gut feeling,
What if you had to bet?
my gut feeling is he goes, and
Which is a big blow.
it's
I
a
feel
big
like.
blow, and I don't know then what it looks like for Smash. How does that work? What does it look like for Liv then? Because then that's a big blow to Liv. You've got probably someone that's won the most majors in this kind of era, I guess, that is going back. I mean, for me, it's like there'd be no hard. It's like if that's what you want to do, that,
100%.
in the same way you came across to
Yep.
Liv,
Yep.
and I wouldn't judge people coming across. If he wants to go back, hey, that's
100%.
He's done a lot for getting Liv off
Yep.
the ground.
Yeah.
That's cool. If he wants to go back and play there, that nothing but best and well wishes. But yeah, a bit of a bummer if he does.
The thing is, it's clearly he has something in his head, and you can't put out that information yet because he hasn't signed a contract, he hasn't had negotiations and stuff. So you just don't know. You really, really don't know. You can see it either way. He could 100% sign back on, and he's the captain of Smash again, and happy days at Live. Or you could definitely see him go back to the PGA Tour. You just really have no idea what he's thinking.
No, that's right. Yeah.
It's all just speculation.
The optimist in me wants to say he's leveraging.
Yeah.
That was my reflex was,
Yeah.
he's negotiating.
Yeah.
But then when I'm like, certain things he said, I'm like, that does sound like he's going back. But who knows?
I want to maybe
See, my feeling. It's just a feel. I think he'll go back.
I want to present a different scenario. Does this now force the PIF and whatever to push this merger? Because a return to the PGA Tour could mean a completely different thing if the merger's done and you can still play live events and PGA. But
That's something else I was thinking.
Yeah.
The fact that they kept saying return to the PGA Tour, not necessarily leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
another-
wording of the question.
Yeah, exactly.
if you read-
It's so murky. You just don't know what's going on. This might be a case of him waiting until the deadline for the merger, whenever that is, to make a decision. You just don't know.
I mean, look, he's a pretty cards close to his chest kind of guy anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like Brooks loves a jab in the right way,
Yeah.
and he loves to play some mind games and whatnot. And maybe I don't know. My feeling still remains. I think that he will, if they can't get a deal done, I think that satisfies him to what he feels he's worth or what he's worth. He goes back to the PGA. I think though that if he is negotiating, he's doing it the right way to get what he wants, because the showing up to the Jupiter Links TGL match at SoFi, now doubled down with
100%.
with these comments. It's definitely saying the ball's in your court, Liv. You know.
Well, this is like, it's like team sport athlete negotiations, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you don't like your deal, you don't rock up to first day of pre-season or OTAs or whatever, and you force your way to get your deal done. Maybe this is the new world that we're in with this team golf, and the way that these contracts are done is that we're going to start seeing things like this.
Interesting.
Which I don't hate.
Oh, I mean, it's in a way, it's a way of them getting what they feel that they deserve. And
my question would be,
which is, again, after having the chat with Pat Perez, I get the other side of it in professional golf. You got
to get that bread.
The players past, that before, are the ones that are kind of set up this model in golf that doesn't really translate like the rest of the other sports do. So
my question to him would be, though, do you think you're going to get what you believe you're worth on the PGA Tour?
Yeah.
Well, there's more. The purses are bigger and everything.
Purses are bigger, but guaranteed money?
Don't know.
That's why I kind of lean towards he's leveraging. Maybe I'm just being like optimistic and hopeful because I don't want to see him go.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, two very different responses.
Yeah. Very confident Bryson will be there next year.
Yeah.
So you got Brooks, and I've traded him to you. If he's not there, you can't keep him.
Yeah, sucked in.
No, but I get a free move. I get a lottery pick.
Power move.
A compensation pick.
Is that all news?
Nah, there's another bloke to talk about. I don't even want to say his name. He shits me to tears.
He won the Players.
He's doing great.
Oh,
Rory McIlroy. What a guy. What a guy.
I can't.
As a golfer,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Sure.
Playing great.
Yeah.
As a human being?
No. As a human being, I'm sure he's a great guy.
You reckon?
As someone,
I actually have no idea what you guys are referencing or being upset about.
as a sportsman, in the public eye of where you're a role model, I'm going to say he's a fucking idiot, or he's acting like one at the moment.
I didn't even have to say it.
What do you do?
He's taken a fan now.
Well, it turns out he's a Texas golfer.
Hang on. Now,
I've seen a lot of clips about this, but I don't know exactly what happened.
I'm generally on the sports person side of these things when it comes to fan interaction.
Yeah.
But you just can't do it. Like you
might want to.
You might want. Yeah. There's plenty of things I want to do in my job, but you just can't do it. All right. You can't. Now, this particular fan said something about him and PGA journalist where there's been rumours, and it's all bullshit, but amid his divorce rumours, it was going through people coming out with all the bullshit that he was having an affair with this journalist.
Okay.
And so, what do you say? How's such and such going to Rory in the practice round? It wasn't even during the round. I think it was a practice round. I think, again, if I'm not 100% sure on all this,
we're not a PGA podcast.
if I'm wrong, please correct me. But
right in.
We said, how's such and such going? Rory goes up, takes his phone,
and walks off
with his phone, and then I guess I'm assuming he's
he
looking
recorded
to delete the
because the guy that was he was filming and he recorded it.
Now, like everyone else in the golf world, I said, are you going to go up to all the other 100 people that were there and take their phones and delete it? Now,
you like it, don't you?
100%.
No. Now, I like...
Talk shit and find out.
Yeah, but...
How about that? Talk shit and fucking find out.
You can't... Like, when you're one of these... Now, that doubled down with his comments of he was asked about... After Grant...
the Creator Classic.
Grant Horvat won the Creator Classic.
Yeah.
Right? After that, they asked him in a presser. They said, what do you think about YouTube golf? Do you watch it? Whatever.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And... Again, his comments are very... I think, and I said this to Chris, I know what he's trying to say. It's almost like he just can't say the right thing, though. He's incapable of saying
because he doesn't have a sense of humour.
And he's saying it's not for him. But the way he goes about it's like, mate, they are doing really like a good thing for your game. You might... I feel everything that comes out of Rory's mouth is almost from this jealousy point of view.
Yeah. He said something about
You're getting eyeballs of people who are new to the game watching the game that you're trying to grow.
Yeah.
Now, whether you agree with it, it's almost like if he doesn't agree with it, it's just the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Live, YouTube, golf. It's just, oh no, I don't really like it. I don't like it. Now, it's fair enough. You can do that, but do it in the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations to Grant. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of people.
Some kind of tip of the cap.
You know, you're the guy.
Yeah.
In golf,
you're playing a professional.
You're
golf.
the one that young kids look up to. You're this role model. You want to be the guy.
Yeah.
Say the right fucking thing, man.
Yeah. And then there's the YouTube golf, the more golf maybe personality.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, again, you can say it's not for you, and he can say whatever he wants. He can say he fucking hates it, but just you're already very disliked.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just say the right fucking thing.
Before you go on though, did you see Bobby Burger's, Bobby Fairway's response to that?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's the man. He's the man.
I'm going to give you the exact quote.
Yeah.
And just in your head, as I read this, just picture a smug rat face saying it. Okay? So the question was, Rory, is somebody who's involved in TGL himself, how much attention do you pay to the YouTube generation here, like the Fat Perez's, Grant Horvat, stuff like that? Do you look at that at all? His answer, not really, McIlroy said. I'm not of that generation. I'd much rather watch pure competitive. I'd much rather watch this golf tournament on Saturday and Sunday than watch YouTube golf.
Now, again,
To say I'd rather watch pure competitive, like, you just don't need to say it.
like I said, I kind of know what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But it's almost like he's incapable of saying it the right way.
I like watching professional golf.
If you read, and again, it's all in the delivery and everything like that, but if you read it, it's not so bad. But coupled with how he said it and then the comment of, it's almost like a little backhanded... Just say, oh, congrats to the guy. Yeah, look, it's not what I grew up watching.
Not my thing, but
I can see the kids are really getting around.
Yeah,
with that.
exactly.
And it's
some kind of olive branch.
Just a...
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
I get it.
Now, do you think also it's because Liv have been so embracing of content creators and YouTube golf and things like that?
I purely think it's a... From him, I mean, it's what it comes across to me. I could be completely off the mark, but I think it's because they get so many eyeballs on YouTube golf.
Yeah.
And Rory doesn't like when it's not.
Yeah, but it's not the Rory show.
Yeah.
He just said some really idiotic things. The Champions Tour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that pissed me off.
Do you have the comments of that?
I haven't got the exact quote, but he said they asked him if he would play the Champions Tour when he becomes of age, and he said things would have to have gone really... I'm not playing the Champions Tour. I'm not playing when I'm that old. Things would have to have gone really bad for me to play the Champions Tour.
At 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so fucking disrespectful.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Like, and this is the thing. It's so many things like this from Rory where it's like, if you just said the right thing, you'd be so much like you'd be so likable.
Yeah,
because you've got a wicked swing. You're so good at golf. You know, he's heading into it like he's poised now, like winning the Players and everything. He's poised to go in and really give it a crack to win the Masters.
I fucking hope not.
Oh, well, look, no,
he's playing fantastic.
Part of me would love to see him, get all of them. In the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that goes, he's
Definitely.
that good a golfer, whatever, right? I'm not that, like, even despite what he said about things, but it does make it hard to root for someone when they're just that fucking stubborn.
The thing is, he can have an opinion of, it's not for me.
Exactly.
It's
Absolutely.
not for me. But just some kind of olive branch why you say those things.
That's my point of, like, the golfing side. Hey, it would be cool to see him win.
I love watching professional golf.
Yeah.
But I see what the YouTube guys are doing. That's great. They're getting a more of a crowd into golf. That's great for the sport. Congratulations to Grant for winning it, or whatever it is. Hey,
Whitey, go coach Rory McIlroy on how to handle the media. Seriously, it's not that fucking hard, is it?
For me, there's two things here. There's that side of things where come on, man, just do the nice thing. You know, just give him a tip of the
That's
cap.
all you got to do.
And then the other part of me is talk shit and find out with that fan.
Yeah, okay.
That I'm 100% on that side as well.
Yeah, I'm me. If it were the way, again, you don't take his phone and walk off with his phone, his property. Like, that's just sit there and say a comment to him, an intellectual comment, to give him something that he's got nothing, no leg to stand. Go, hey mate, I'm out here competing for millions of dollars and you're not. Thanks for paying for the ticket. Enjoy your weekend. Give him something that makes him feel that small if you're doing it. But don't take the guy's phone and walk. You can't do that as a professional sport.
Well, if I walk up to some random guy and take his phone,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
But what was the guy's comment? You're not saying that to strangers
And
either.
it doesn't matter. That's just...
Talk about someone's family. You guys are Italian, aren't you?
Nah, tonight I'm Spanish.
I mean, I would have thrown him in the pond, but
Yeah, there we go.
It's bizarre to me. He continues to do this stuff. It's just...
and he is
weird.
given
It's
every
weird, dude.
opportunity
It's
to do
fucking
the right
weird.
thing.
It is weird, yes.
And a lot of things I've seen... a lot of things I've
I'm going to
seen...
keep that thought to myself.
People, saying similar stuff. It's like, come on, man, you can't continue to do this. You look foolish.
Yeah.
You look stupid.
But
Rory,
in saying that,
I think he's turning a lot of. You said before you'd love to see him win the 4. I think he's making a lot of people want him to retire with that one blemish on his mark, and I am leading that pack.
at the end of the day, though, you can dislike someone until you're blue in the face.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Look,
it's a golf competition,
and I love greatness. I love seeing greatness. I love seeing, unachievable or seemingly unachievable things being achieved. I love it. But in the case of people that do everything to not deserve it, then I go the other way, and I'm like, I want to see.
He deserves it, but it's just like you
appreciate it.
Like you just said, if you're going to say shit, cop it, whatever. It's exactly that with him.
Yeah.
It's funny.
He's just saying things you can't say them in those settings. Oh, well, you can say them, but then you get this reaction from people.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. You're a professional golfer. You're in the sports.
Well, yeah, in the same
world. You can't do that stuff.
In the same breath,
grow up.
in the same breath of talk shit and find out. When he was talking about what was the other older
the champions.
If the reporter responded with, "Don't you think that's pretty disrespectful for the guys playing in the champions right now?" That's the talk shit and find out thing, because it's like, that's a good rebuttal to that statement. But
it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful because there are guys that still want to play golf that are legitimate champions playing on that tour.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful to them. It's disrespectful to people that maybe things haven't worked out as they would hoped as they turn 50.
Yeah.
And they might need that money. It's disrespectful on 2 counts.
It's just it's just not for me, but I'm glad people are doing it.
It seems like it's not for me, so I'm going to shit on it.
Yeah.
Easy way I go. Oh, look, probably when I'm at that age, I've probably done everything I've needed to in golf.
Exactly.
I want to enjoy some time with my family.
Exactly. I think I've earned the right to just chill out and spend time with the family. It's a great tour, and for those who can play or want to be on it, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Rory, we've got a list of them. Rory. Contact us, we'll give you the answers.
Yeah.
Rory, if you want me to teach you how to...
If you need help,
speak.
Do you want me
if you need help,
show
reach
you how
out.
to do this?
Yeah.
Rory, I'm on YouTube. I can show you how to do it.
Reach out. We'll give you the answers.
One more thing, quickly. Tiger Woods.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real bummer. You obviously have torn your Achilles before.
I've been down that road. That's it took me the best part of, and I'm not an athlete.
I don't know, you were moving pretty good the day you tore it.
It took me the best part of 12 to 18 months to be able to walk.
Oof.
I mean, you tore your apart.
Yeah, like it came apart.
He's ruptured it, and
Yeah.
but
I had the old, like the shotgun sound, and it completely, like it coiled up and went up my calf. And
Oh my God.
yeah, it was like a 5.5 hour surgery.
Jesus. How long ago was this?
This would have been
a while ago now.
This would have been like 10 years ago,
yeah.
All right.
maybe more. It felt like
Sounds horrible.
I was running and it felt like someone kicked the back of my foot, and
Yeah.
I just kind of limped off and thought it was like an ankle injury.
Yeah.
and my foot just seized up and like just wouldn't move. And they couldn't actually feel my Achilles tendon at the back of my leg.
Oh, my God.
Because it was just completely torn.
Sounds hot.
Yeah, sounds really fun.
Yeah,
But,
Tiger rupturing his Achilles.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
And don't think. Hey,
look.
and going back to our first episode with, Elvis, he did say you can never rule out Tiger.
Yeah.
I think, we're talking about watching greatness. I think in this situation, watching greatness would see him come back again.
Oh, yeah.
And compete again.
Yeah.
Because
It's a bummer every time we just feel like we wait for Tiger to be good, and you want to see him.
rolling around to Masters time, and you want to see the cat walking around Augusta.
Bit of a bummer. That's news.
That's news.
What do you want to do?
Got a
Wrap
little
it
bit
up.
of our golf to touch on.
You want to?
I don't really have a lot.
I don't have heaps.
I don't have a lot
You know
either.
what I started doing though? I've been at the range again.
Of course you have.
I'm kind of using that now as my longer practice, and I'm playing par 3 for. So
like
instead
that.
of just going to the range or going to the chipping green or whatever and chipping a bunch of balls or whatever, I'm using 18 holes of par 3 as my chipping and putting practice. So it's more like kind of match sim under match conditions, and then I'm using driver. Longer irons and stuff at the driving range.
Oh, I was going to say, using driver in a par 3. You're going for it.
Just bunting it over there.
Well, the way I hit my pitching wedge sometimes off the tee.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about really quickly. Just the final point, because I haven't really got any golf. You got anything?
No.
Yeah.
We
are
Our round
we
was-
played over the weekend.
Our round was-
We stunk it up.
We are going to play soon, though.
We are.
We're playing together this weekend.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Real quick. Real quick. Thoughts on this? So me and Sticky played the public holiday.
The stick man.
We got the first tee time.
Yeah.
Booked in. It's in there.
Yeah.
In a cart. We get there, go into the pro shop, do the thing, walk out there, and there's 4 guys who just teed off,
Yeah.
right? It's got a message. It's from those guys. We've still got beef. No, right? Four guys teed off, and we're like, the hell? What's going on here? And they're 3 guys, not 4 guys. 3 guys teed off. Right? And they kept going. Actually kept in pretty good pace. But then we eventually went around, and we were like, well, this is bullshit. We had to wait a little bit because they were already on the middle of the fairway. We couldn't tee off straight away. The guys behind us were like, this is shit. We've just booked second here, and you guys are having to wait for them. We're like, yeah, I know. We booked first. We roll around, and we play the front 9. We get to 10, and then they're waiting there, and we pull up in the cart, and they're on foot, and they turn around and go, "Oh, sorry guys, these guys jumped in front of us, and there was like another 3 groups ahead of them." And Sticky, being Sticky, couldn't hold it any longer, and was like, he goes, "Yeah, it's like you guys fucking jumped in ahead of us." When you weren't supposed to, we booked the first time, and then you guys have just jumped in.
Nice.
Free round for you.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, but these guys jumped in front of us and whatever." And then we were like, "I couldn't hold it." I was like, "So, they did the wrong thing, and then you did the wrong thing as well."
Yeah.
And they were kind of getting antsy at us, and they're like, "Oh, you can just jump in front then." And we're like, "Well, there's no point because now those people are in front of you."
Yeah.
What do you think needs to happen in order for that to just stop or to be a thing? Do they just have to? If that were me, I'd walk off.
Yeah.
If I was them, I'd be like, okay, they've caught up to us now. There's someone in front of us. We're going to piss these guys off, and we're doing the wrong thing. I'd walk off.
So wait, do they have a tea time at all?
No.
Oh, well, then you got to give way.
Yeah. See.
No,
for me,
do you guys want to jump ahead then? We're like, well,
Yeah.
you're doing the wrong. And I said, well, there's no point, mate, because the guys in front of you they've done the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, and they were trying to blame the guys ahead of them. We're like, well,
you've done exactly the same thing.
You've both done the wrong
See,
thing.
for me, I wouldn't have got to that conversation. I would have already been on the phone to the cops. Put the cops on.
Hey, Mike Lowry, can I get down
You
here?
know what I would have done? Walked up to him, snatched his phone, and walked off.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
We've seen that's okay to do.
Yeah, that's a perfectly acceptable thing to do.
definitely.
Very good.
No, that's no good. I mean,
Which the whole point is, I was going to say.
this at Wollonga?
There's somewhere.
It was someone.
Oh, doesn't want to
Okay,
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Do you snitch?
Oh, no, we kind of did.
Nice.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to say,
Yeah, right.
They don't have
the
any
golf
fucking-
courses and golf clubs need cops. Golf cops.
Golf cops. I like golf cops.
First of all, sign me up for that job.
Yeah.
That sounds like a sitcom.
I was
Golf
thinking
cops.
about it. Sorry, and this is the way my mind works. If they had a position to be a golf cop,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
would you do it?
No.
Would you have the stones
I
to
wouldn't
go?
do
up
it.
to
Are you
people?
kidding?
And no, and because again, we're talking about
What
like
do you got, a whistle?
we're talking about like golf rules.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
It got me
sure.
thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
So what they did was incredibly wrong. You just don't fucking
Yeah,
do that. You don't
that's
just-
unbelievable.
You don't push in. And then, like I said, if I was them on the 10th, I would have said, hey, guys, we've done the wrong thing. You guys jump ahead.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah.
But I was like, if they had golf cops that come around,
The more you,
don't
say
ra-
it,
you don't
the more
rank-
you say it, the more it like juices me
Golf
up.
cops.
you don't rank your rake your bunkers.
Oh, yeah, golf cops.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like-
Give you a find.
You know,
Hey, that's a ticket there, buddy.
you know what I mean?
Knock on the window.
You don't yell for
Oh, yeah, yeah. Golf cops.
golf cops.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you have
Guys
like,
jump in ahead of you, golf cops.
and you know, like you can have them like hiding in the trees too, like they have speed cameras.
Oh, yeah,
like if you
yeah.
don't yell for, there's one like hidden.
Would you
I'm
would
all
you be able
about-
to do that?
I'm
job?
all about this.
Just golf etiquette.
Like with
Enforcing them.
because you
Enforcing
see
the
you see
etiquette.
some characters on a golf course, and
You
a lot
do.
of people don't like being told off on a golf course. I feel like
No.
we were met when we said what we said because we were in the right, completely in the right. They'd
Yeah.
done the wrong thing, but we were met with some angst,
Yeah.
you know, some anger, some pushback.
See, this...
So I'm like, if there were golf cops,
Yeah, yeah.
could you do that job? Because there are some real dickheads on a golf course.
See, the thing is, golf cops, at first look, seems like a stupid idea. But in saying that, I think about the times I've been told off by strangers, or we've had to say something to strangers.
There's course marshals and things like that that do these things. But
Me-
like,
me-
if you
me
called
and-
it a golf cop.
Me and Steve were playing together once, and he was in the bunker. And this guy came over, like I think he just played his shot, and the guy came over and said something about us raking the bunker. And Steve's like, "Yeah, I'm about to fucking do it, mate." And then I'm like, "Yeah, good, mind your own fucking business. How about that?" Like that's where golf cops come in. You know, just hey guys, just remember to rake your bunkers. Yeah, sure, Mr. Golf Cop, no dramas. I don't mind the idea.
This is a thing. This is a thing.
Golf
Like
cops.
uniformed
Yeah,
golf
yeah.
cops with
Yeah.
sirens,
The thing is,
blues and twos.
how many golf cops do you need on a course?
You
Because
need
you can't.
a few.
They
You got a force. You need a force.
to be to be
Because-
caught out doing those things.
Yeah, you can't just have like one course marshal or just like the pro shop like trying to handle business. You need cops.
I think you need 4 just roaming,
Yeah.
yeah,
just
roaming
roaming
cops.
around. Yeah,
They cover a 3-hole.
yeah, yeah.
radius.
Doing laps, making sure.
You know what I mean?
I don't mind
Oh.
it. Golf cops.
I am all in on this.
Yeah, yeah. Because it is.
I would.
Sirens on top of the car.
I don't think I'd be able to do that job.
No, I wouldn't be able to do the job, but yeah.
You know who'd be the chief, don't you?
Who's that?
Sticky.
Oh, Sticky. Yeah,
Chief
Because
Wiggum.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gets results, you stupid chief.
Dad, sit down.
There you go. There's my.
But yeah, that would have
thought.
blood would be boiling for sure.
Oh man, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
It put me off a lot. It just.
And then just
I
the
can't stand that shit.
accountability. That's where the people. Yeah, we knew.
Yep.
We knew we did something wrong. Sorry, guys. No, go ahead. We were hoping to be in front of you the whole time.
Like you said, pay a fine.
Pay a fine. Yeah. You didn't pay to play the course, so
There you got to pay a fine.
to
You got to
me.
pay double the amount in the green fees.
Yeah, yeah. You got to bribe
Never do it
the
again.
golf cop.
Never fucking do it again, boys. All right? Pack it up and pack it in.
Yeah. Let me begin.
All right.
I like it.
That's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a couple of week break before we head to Miami. Or we don't head to Miami, but
We talk about it.
We got anything planned next week? We're going to take a little vacay. What's
no,
the plan?
there'll be something.
There'll be something.
There'll be
All right.
something.
We've got some
Nice.
other stuff in the works. Stay tuned, Waddy.
Thank you.
That's
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Go
You
ahead.
want to take care of housekeeping?
it. No.
Okay. Please, if you can, like, share, subscribe, YouTube,
Hit the little bell. Hit the bell.
the podcast as well. please share it on your stories. Refer some friends. Help us grow. It's how we can keep bringing you the content that we bring you.
That hot content.
Water me and watch me grow.
Yeah. I'm a tree.
Get me. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say. All right, let's wrap it up before I say something dumb. Good night. Happy birthday
Thank
again,
you very
darling.
much.
And we'll speak to you and see you again all next week.
Bye.
Bye.